Okay, I think we are good to go. Where did I last leave? Oh, okay, alright. Check the inventory. We got trash. Big don't run.
Coins for bullets, bullets for coins.
Oh, almost forgot something. Since I am going to be streaming, gotta turn that volume on so I hear what's going on.
Welcome to Cleric Zed's Health Emporium. Go kill some wizards for me.
Why is it the instant I start streaming, I get spam with messages that aren't even important? Wakey wakey. Oh my goodness, I'm a giant. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna step all over all of mankind.
Let's hang out. Don't grab me. We're best friends, murderer.
Oh, men bow down. I actually do need some music. I don't care if it's prof. I'm actually really enjoying it. Small cheek.
Friendship and mass murder forever.
Sweet.
That was cool!
Here you go. Go you. For you.
I think you're lame.
One challenge down.
I'll see you in your dreams.
Lost control of the killer.
Cool story, bro.
Thrice times. Is my melee really that strong?
Make the big boys get you no more. The boys need more meat food. Chopsticks!
Wow, that's... Wow.
Work so hard.
Sentry gun prime!
The show will still be on cable. What kind of man is this? I am Mal Cannon, the start of riots on campuses. No one should be a fan of this. Listen closely. I'm not gonna shout. Try being humble. It's just not working out.
Hello!
Just dropped.
Well, hello there, loot.
Come and get me.
What's up? Around that, what's up? Shut up. What's up? Choo choo.
Morty, you look different.
Huh?
Oh, it's the... Where's your birdie? Your little birdie friend.
Tina,
I am but the
told you
humble
what happened
merchant,
to Blood
and
Wings.
these are my wares. Yield
So anyway, she's so cute. Where is she?
Zed's portable clearing
Let's just
station.
play the game, all right?
Madhouse incoming!
Get it right, man. Get it right. Get it right, man.
Big guy coming!
The demons
Wasn't so challenging. Chew him up, honey!
be fit to come to evil, I shall not.
Oh, it's that fire arrow, dude.
Throwing masher! He was angry.
So cold. Light the bonfires. Need souls. Use fire. Attack. Amazing treasure. Take it.
Get out already! Got a turret killed! Kaboom! You fellas meet the missus?
Be wary of traps.
Hey, Mama, how you doing?
4-1 for the turret. Ooh. Ooh. yet! Turret, what would I do without you? Ammo count black!
How you doing, mama? I'm doing good. Sorry to hear about the headaches. Drink plenty of water before you go. I'm doing alright. Was kind of hoping you got on the stream yesterday because I wanted to share a story with you. I don't know if you're up for it today. Don't know how bad you're feeling or not. But it was about the
All right, I'm gonna just
it's
give it
about the
one. You see a powerful
Florida
gun on
trip.
the ground. Rick, roll to pick it up.
No, you're fine. Don't apologize for not showing up. We each all have our own thing going on. I'm just glad you're trying to take care of yourself as best as you can. It's fine, mama. So I'll keep it short as best as I can. Just for your sake. So I went to go help my sister on the road, you know, and help her move to Florida. But what ended up happening is that
A what?
I actually was not physically fit enough to actually help her. My stamina was really
How
low.
can you fail to pick
And what I
up a
wanted to
gun?
share was that, you know, it's been 8 months since I broke up with my ex.
Out of your
And
hands
basically my whole life kind of like crashed down on me.
Butterfingers?
What?
And amidst that time I realized that I
Just track
basically
the gun down and
negated
roll
my
in.
personal health. Physically, if you look at me, I don't look like I'm actually bad in any way, shape, or form. But I wanted it to be kind of like a testimony to people, because you know, I'm on my streams I really advocate for, you know, people taking care of their personal health, be it physical, mental, spiritual, whatever. I really hope that people try to take care of themselves, not realizing that because of what I went through and what I let get to me actually hurt me in a lot of ways than I thought it would. So this whole move to Florida was actually pretty hard for me because like physically I could not keep up. Like my stamina was gone. It was actually scary how bad it was because I was like, oh my god, what the hell happened? Well, we made through it, and I'm not upset about it at all. It actually woke me up and, you know, told me that I really do need to work on myself a little bit more. I know I'm saying it, and I know what I can do, but obviously, I let too much get to me, and I have to take better care of myself. So, it was just a learning experience. Like, I'm not ashamed of what happened at all. I wanted to just to, you know, come back and just tell people about it, because, you know, I feel like the more examples I have of myself, the more I can share with people and let them know like they're not the only one. And that though mine may be different than yours, you know, we each take care of ourselves in some way or shape or form. So I'm doing better about myself now. I promised myself that I would, because I wake up kind of early, that I would, instead of driving to the Dunkin' Donuts, what I was going to do was walk there. It's within a mile. And then, you know, then I get my coffee. It's not a far away place. But because of the jet lag, I didn't walk today, and I said, you know what? That's gonna happen. So let's not give in to my rewards just yet. So instead, hi tacos, how are you doing? Thank you for stopping by again. So instead of giving in to like my rewards and stuff like that for myself, I decided instead I would go pick up some like bananas and some juice and have like a good Yes, exactly. But like I got like bananas and stuff like that to really just start better taking care of myself. I don't have to go extreme, but not only just being an advocate for, you know, being healthy, but actually doing it to my best ability. Because what I wanted to share was that, you know, like this is why, you know, in your case, Mama, I'm really considerate about, you know, really taking care of yourself, making sure you're in a good state of mind, and making sure that part of your body stays good. My last stream, Expensive Tacos, you weren't there for it. My talk and drive. I'm saying I'm eating bananas to stay healthy and stuff. But I don't mean just physical, because this is the reason why I wanted to bring up this story. Because if you look at me, like I said, I'm not in any weird range. Like, I'm not physically fit, but I'm not overweight either. If you look at me, I would just look like a normal dude with like a slight gut. Like, I can do stuff physically to do better to myself. And for me, in my case, it probably is important I start working on myself physically, because when I went to go help my sister, I wasn't able to physically help her. But what amazed me was that the mental toll I went through actually hurt me worse. That's what I was trying to get at. And that's what I was trying to, like, I wanted that story to be made a focus. Like, you had, like, it takes more than just physical. It takes a real good state of mind. It takes, you know, really, real genuine care of who you are, and to center yourself, to be in an actual good, healthy state. And I think a lot of people overlook that, and like I said, myself included, because that's what ended up happening. I got to such a low point that I know you're tough, Mama. I just got to such a low point that, you know, I let it affect me too much. There's nothing wrong with liking cookies. Everything in moderation. But that's what was the point of the stream yesterday. But it worked out. Manny stopped by, and I think he kind of needed to hear a little bit more. Not because he needed anything, but more to understand what I went through. It was an interesting... Oh my gosh. It was just an interesting scenario. And that's what I'm doing. It was an interesting scenario all around, and I'm just trying to grow from it. And that's what I'm trying to share on my stream, you know. I don't mind. I don't mind exposing like the deep intricacies of what my life is like, or the troubles I've gone through, if it helps people understand that they're not the only one, and that we all go through stuff. And we just gotta keep moving forward. I hate these teleporting motherfuckers. Like, cause they do that shit. They teleport away, and then like, and then instantly just go away. Like, it's not even a good fight. It's just like, I hate these fuckers. But yeah. I thought you could ignite these. Okay, I guess you can't. But that's all. It's just a short, sweet story, Mama. Just to let you know, like, instead of just looking at me as a guy who, you know, is probably just... I don't know, because a lot of people like to look at me like... It's happened in the past, where people look at me like, he's just so wise, he has all this knowledge, and like that. And I'm not saying I'm stupid. It's just, I find that I've learned a lot through just a lot of pain. And then watching other people go through stuff, and that's the only experiences I'm sharing.
Like 80 times trying to get through those traps. Look, you gotta be careful. The guy who killed me and stole my souls is still somewhere around here.
That is true.
Speaking of jackass, help me take him out, will you?
You're not wrong in saying that they shove it down. I can say that I did, and at the same time, it was also coupled with the fact that I felt alone.
Hey, thanks again.
Part of the reason that sent me on that like turmoil like course
It can be
was
hard out
that
here
I
in
had issues with my
Pandora.
mother
You
that I
better
cut
hold on
ties
to your
with, and I
humanity
told you
as
about
best
that.
you can.
I slammed the door in her face because I just didn't want to deal with her anymore. Forgot to tell you about that is because of something that my mom had said to me, and like my sister had sent me a text with like similar words. Yeah. My sister had said something similar to me over text the same day that my mom had sent something to me, and I actually cut my sister off too for a brief while because I thought she was in cahoots with my mother, and I was really pissed off with my mother. You can even ask Manny. I cut ties with him, and he didn't even do anything. I literally called him the same day, just so pissed at what my mom did. I just called him and said, don't call me, leave me alone, just leave me the hell alone. And he, like, literally on the phone was like, what the hell? Because he was just up in New York minding his own business, gets a phone call from his brother. And the first thing it is just leave me the hell alone. Like, he did something. I was a wreck. So it wasn't just a guy, shoving down his emotions. It was also a guy who did it alone. A lot of people forget that, like, you're not alone in this, and that, you need to find a good group that'll be in your back corner. And eventually my sister did save me from that. Eventually, she let me cope with it for a while, get time to myself. And eventually she did work with me on all this. So no, I don't think I'm all wise or anything like that. I think I'm more just, I've had a lot of messed up experiences in a very young age and in a very quick time. And I just try to share those with people so they can grow as well. But I like to talk about these things, especially the ones I go through now. Like I said, I had a hard time going through in Florida, just to show you that it doesn't stop. And that even though I may sound like some guy who knows everything or it has a lot of answers to stuff, I still go through my own stuff as well. And I'm still working at them too. I just tell you. But that's the difference. You're dealing with me now, Mama, after I'm actually learning to love myself better. I will hit you up if I do need something to vent about, obviously. But I would have taken you up on that offer more if it was like I knew you back then. Now I'm on the flip side of it. I've learned to really grow and cope with a lot of bad things that happen, and just deal with them. Not to instantly react when shit hits the fan. Because that was my go-to action. I would like instantly hit a panic mode and just tough it out, but in pain and agony. But yeah, that's just the main part of it. But that's the difference. That's what I mean by the difference of backgrounds. I didn't have that kind of background. Unfortunately, I grew up in a household where I was told to basically shut up the whole time. When it comes to like voicing my opinions, I'm still working on it. And so, it's just.
You find the gun again.
It's
Lilith,
just
roll
weird
to
in
pick
its
it
own
up.
sense of way. That's all.
One. Oh.
Yeah, just trying to find the middle line. So like one of the things my sister is trying to work at, and that's
slips from your
just
hands
a
again,
brief.
but
I didn't
not
want to
before
really bring it up in
breaking
my
all your
streams
fingers.
because I don't know if he's watching because I don't have anything
Take,
against him. But
like,
Fluffa,
a lot of damage.
That'll teach me to pick
he
stuff up.
was kind of getting on my
This makes no
nerves for a
sense.
while,
Yeah.
just because he was always being
That was
negative.
harsh.
Whenever I brought something related to Florida up, and but what I was doing, like if you actually like look up at the Discord, I was trying to make it play it off as joking, and my sister talked to me about that because she's like, no, you really need to like voice yourself and put like a hard line. Like it's so like I'm very good at avoiding conflict, but at the expense of my own sanity sometimes. So my sister's like, no, you need to start voicing yourself more, but go right about it. My sister advocated that, instead of attacking someone, just say like, like, you do you. Like, if I'm having a good time, what does it matter to you? And stuff like that. So that's what I did. And she was right in doing that. So, like, it helped me actually grow more in myself. And that's what I was trying to do. I really didn't have anything against Fluffa. I could understand if somebody hates Florida. I could understand if like you just don't want to be someplace, or if you grew up there so long, like everything is just miserable. Because that's what Maryland is to me. I live in Maryland, and for the longest time, it's felt like a prison. I'll talk about what I'm saying right now, and I'll tell you about my sister in a second, so I can really tell you how amazing she is. Because she's a good example. She's a good example of growth. You're fine, mama. But, I really didn't have anything against Fluffa. I was just trying to, like, explain to him that, you know, like, I was having a good time in Miami. And, like, that little bit of time that I had in there is, my experience. I'm not staying there. But, like, I understand him at the same time. Because I guess what he feels about Florida is what I feel about Maryland. I understand him a bit. Like, Maryland, it does feel like a prison to me at sometimes, because this is where I spent majority of my life. It's filled with horrible memories. It's humid as fuck. It's annoying with the people around here. Like, it's not the best place for me to personally be. But now that I've learned to really grow and love myself a little bit more, I'm gaining a better appreciation for who I am personally. Like, honestly, like, the stuff I've noticed that has bothered me, heat, weather, all that kind of stuff, even though it still exists and I have to live through it, it's really not bothering me anymore. I'm really learning to, like, let that stuff go. And all I was trying to do for Fluffa was explain to him, like, you know, hey, man, like, you know, your truth is yours. Like, he really, I guess, it really just dialed down to, I guess he hated Florida so much he wanted me to hate it too.
Well, buzz off. He
Which I didn't.
Like every 10 minutes,
And because that didn't match up with his opinion on how he felt about Florida, he got defensive about it.
Get ready, everybody. It's
I never outright said anything wrong about him or anything.
All right, guys. We got the
But it is what it is.
What?
As for my sister, I love this woman. Don't worry, I'll be here at Tacos. Thank you for stopping by.
Esports for 20 speed runs.
No, I know, and people like that exist. And the sad thing is that I was trying to. I don't think I personally died down the situation correctly. But at the same time, I never said anything that deserved that much lashback. He's too insecure in himself. And that's my point. Like, I hate Maryland, but I'm not going to say, hey, Maryland sucks, you shouldn't come down here, blah, 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 because your experience will be different than mine. But let me check these missions quickly, because they're very special. But as for my sister's a great example of growth. She's become a very big free spirit. 420 esports.
Hey! What are you doing?
Stop it, jerkbag. This is my kill.
But my sister. I'm gonna pause it quickly because it gets a little bit weird. My sister, because we grew up in the same kind of household, my sister grew up to have kind of like the similar things that I do. She grew up not really voicing herself, even though she's very firm. She used to be very firm in who she was as a person, but she was never outspoken. That's changed. She became more firm in who she is, and she goes where she wants, and she feels she has the attitude of, no matter where I go, I do belong. Like, who's to tell me that I don't belong here? I'm just a person living my life, doing my own thing. I'm not bothering you. What's it matter? Kind of attitude. So, she's gone through a lot. I've seen her at her low. She's basically seeing me at my low right now, but I've seen her at her low. And I felt bad for her. But to see where she's come from since then is amazing. I don't want to put too much of her business out there, but she's been through a lot, both in relationships, her own personal walk, trying to identify herself. Like, you name an issue, she's definitely gone through it. Eventually, it resulted in her really working on herself first. And then, fortunately, once she worked on herself first, she found a great man that ended up being my brother-in-law, he's not the father of my nephews, but he treats them like sons. And he basically walks and tries to live the same message my sister does. So like there goes the whole part about finding a good group, that's a support group that's gonna be there for you and be there in your need. Like my sister has like open a book, pick a chapter. My sister definitely has something to do with that, like that chapter of the book is what I'm saying. She's been through it, and one of the things she's doing is she's still growing from it too. But she's become. Great thing is she's become better at like keeping those things discreet. So when I was going through my low, I stayed over at their house for 2 months, and I felt like shit. Here I am, a grown-ass man, living at my sister's apartment. There's not even room for me to sleep. I had to sleep on one of my nephew's beds, and then my nephews had to share a bed. I felt like crap. Because it basically was like I was like a forced moving. And amidst all that, not one word of judgment, not one word of putting me down or complaining. Any issue that she went through, I had no idea of. My sister and her husband and even her kids all lived life basically like I was just a visitor for 2 months. Like nothing, like everything was all Gucci in the world. Come to find out later, they were actually going through stuff. My sister apparently got into a lot of arguments with her husband during that time. She's had to like discipline the kids and stuff like that, but like in her own way. But I didn't see it, and that's just a testament to how much she's grown. Where like her version of discipline, arguments, and stuff like that is not our level. We think of it as like, you know, a situation where it's like, you know, we're yelling at each other. Like, no, I did not hear a voice get raised at all the 2 months I was there. And so what I'm saying is that I know where my sister was at, and I know she was completely capable of stuff like that. But yeah, it is stressful when another person's at the house. And the thing is, I was aware of it. I felt like a liability being there, but not one time did she make me feel like that. Just gonna, it's this guy. And that's what I was trying to get at. Like, I know what my sister has been through, and I know I've seen the growth that she's gone through. It's just an interesting thing, is all I'm saying. It's like, you know, I'm glad I've come across somebody who has gone through the ringer already, and what's this guy do? Teabag him. Okay. I was told to respect my elders at that point, but I wasn't afraid to tell people off either. I'm teabagging him. What the hell? Oh, come on. Told me if I stick up for myself. It's different backgrounds. It's different backgrounds because
that boss is mine.
the problem that we ran into is that that's not the life my mother made for us. I'm looking back at it, I think my mom really went through a lot of traumas herself, which is what ended up being why she is the way she is. But I guess she lived a life where she couldn't be herself, so she projected that on us. We lived a life where we really didn't have a voice. We couldn't really do much of anything. Because he was a drunk alcoholic. That's what's up. Oh, come on, dude.
Cheap kill! Cheap kill! I'm coming back!
Come on. This thing. Okay. Damn it. But no, it... Told him to go fuck himself. I never went back either. I can respect that. I had my own run-ins with teachers as well.
Vault hunters are
different.
so OP!
How is this not counting? Okay, there we go.
Ah, you dick.
But that's the main point of my stream. Like, you're gonna come across soft-spoken people, which is me. You're gonna cross very firm in themselves people as well, which would be you. But you know, at the end of the day, we each have our own walk. And no one says the word, do I think we were born in fair lives? And that's just a quick example right there. You know, there's people who are born more confident than others. For me personally, I think the way I was brought up, for me it's weird the way I grew up. I think spiritually, I am a very confident person. But it's standing up for yourself. A lot of people will see that as crazy, but in the right context, it means something and is very important. But I think spiritually, I'm a very confident person myself. I've always been confident in myself spiritually, but because of my upbringing and the things I've had to go through, it developed more into I lost that, and I think that's what really hurt me the most, is that it became this big conflict within myself, which is what I'm working on now. The traumas that I've had to go through, and the thing is that I honestly didn't admit to them. I didn't realize them. They had become so engraved to me that I was not even really aware of them. And so it's just interesting, and that's the best word I can find for it. I don't really know how to describe it. But I'm just looking back at it is all I'm saying. And that's seeing what I've gone through and just, I guess, garnering a better appreciation for where I'm at right now. Because I can officially say that I'm trying my best just to love who I am. And I'm gaining more confidence that way. Like I said, I didn't want to get into a conflict with Fluffa, but unfortunately that stuff happens, and I just need to stand up for myself in those situations. And honestly, I felt good after it. I wish him the best. I'm sorry he has to live a miserable life, but that's not who I am.
Quickly.
And it kind of delves into the stream. If I want, I guess the ultimate thing, the reason why I wanted to share that story on this stream is because if this is what the stream is about, I need to be both true to the stream and myself at the same time, just so people know where I'm coming from. Like it's not something like I'm human. I go through shit too.
And I know just where he is. Waypoint.
Worry rule me. I can understand that too. And that's the I'm gonna be honest, that's the hardest part. Well, hardest part for me too. I've let worry get to me a lot as well. It's probably, like I said, the way. But the thing is, I think the worrying part was engraved in me. My mom made me really grow up in a world of fear. Always concerned about this, that, and the other, to the point where I kind of actually habitually do it. Where, like, example, we were on the trip to Florida. My nephew brought up that he wanted to ride on quads, and I didn't know that he had already been on one before. And I just told him, be careful, because I'm used to them, like, you know, popping wheelies, and he's a kid and I didn't want to crush himself. But he had already been on one. He knows how to drive one. But why is my instinct to always go to the worry? Why is my instinct to always be like, oh, be safe, be this, instead of just living life? So it's engraved in me too, and I'm noticing where it pops up. Still trying to get a remote position and have it in luck. I have to remote job due to
Suddenly
my
you
husband.
see the white knight before you in all of his handsome,
Just be
heroic
patient,
glory.
Mama. For one thing, like I said, you're not alone. And I hope that stream that we did,
It's rolling.
where we all just popped in, which by the way, that wasn't planned. I honestly saw that you were online, and I just wanted to stop by and say hi. So when we did that raid train thing, that wasn't a planned thing. If anything, I hope it just let you know that you have a big community that just wants the best for you. So I would say just focus more on that. You know, the reality is that those issues are real. They are going to have to be dealt with. However, worrying about them isn't really going to change anything. In fact, it's just going to bring more down on your health. It's more just prioritizing what is important, that so it should come first. And I know what it's like to apply to jobs daily. Like honestly, that was part of my walk when I finally left. So when I broke up with my ex, and I left my job, and I decided to go live with my sister for 2 months, I didn't do anything. I dropped everything. But yeah, like here's my example of what I went through. I dropped everything. I went from, and it was actually a good job. It was a decent paying job for what it was. But like I was going through so much turmoil with everything all at once. I dropped everything. What the hell is... Like some days I'm okay, and the next day it's like a Mack truck. I understand that completely. When I was living at my sister for 2 months, I dropped everything. I basically went from and here's to top it off. When I left my ex also basically near broke. TLDR, she had cheated on me. I never caught her, but I found out months later that yes, it was indeed true that she did cheat on me. But before all that had happened, she basically drained me of money. And then, so I made a crazy decision to focus on my health amidst all of that. I had basically no money. I was, at the same time, I also had left to go to New Jersey to meet my grandmother. And so, like, I had been spending money on, like, gas and food and stuff like that. And then I went to go live to my sister's house. With no income, constantly job searching, and getting nothing back that made any sense. Like, I kept on getting jobs for offers like, hey, we think you'd make a great truck driver. But I didn't have any money or income or time to actually work on a CDL license. Like, literally, it wasn't something I could just get up and go and do. And, like, I was just getting complete job offers that made no sense for who I was as a person. And this was on for months. And then eventually, like down to the fact that I even applied to like Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber, and where I was at, where with my sister, they weren't hiring any new people, because the business was so low. They just didn't need any extra people, so they weren't gonna hire me. So even the rescue jobs weren't something I could even apply for. I was literally just like wasting away at my sister's house trying to gain some kind of stability.
Hey, I was in that
and
before somebody burned it down.
Eventually, and another thing is that I was applying to places. So I applied to Amazon, and they said like they were urgently hiring because of like the holiday season, stuff like that, and they really were interested in me. I go to the place. Welcome back, tacos. I go to the
legs for days.
Star photography. Wow. Nice.
That was
because it's a dream job, and I know you're really good at graphic design. I liked what you did for me.
Sorry.
But
about them legs.
I go to like this place to do like the like it's like a hiring fair for Amazon. I go through all that, and they put me on a waiting list and never call me back for somebody that was urgently hiring. Like, it made no sense. I was going to this place and the other, trying this, that, and the other, and nobody was hiring, even though it was basically saying urgent. Okay. Do you think you can take that down, Mama?
Okay.
I'll keep talking in the meantime. But
Behold, the path to the tree of life is open.
My sister eventually finds a place for me to live, which was in Baltimore, and luckily, because it's a city, I was able to get a DoorDash, Grubhub job, and that was enough to sustain me. And the crazy thing is, this is the thing. I was thinking everything was good from that point on. By the time I was going up to Baltimore, I actually was in a better mental state, and I thought everything was good. I thought it was okay. Like it wasn't something that I was really proud of, but at least I was in a city making a decent income. And right once things were starting to look good, guess what happens? I get a flat tire and a dead battery in the same time. You're fine. Mama Toast is my moderator, so when she sees the bot, she probably sees the bots when I do, but she sees them. She's handling the bots. But right when things were feeling good and I had a decent amount of money. And by the way, like I was basically dirt broke to the point where I was not eating healthy, and like I will say this, there are ways to eat healthy even with a low income. But I'm not, because of all the learning and growth I had to go through, I'm not wise. I wasn't wise enough to really take care of myself the way I should. So I'm basically dirt broke. I finally make somewhat of a decent income through doing Grubhub and door dashing. And the instant that happens, I get a flat tire and a dead battery. and if anybody knows anything about car repair, if anybody knows about anything about car repair is not cheap. So all the money I made just basically went out the window in a matter of hours.
What is this?
And
Vitality growth.
and then it was just a struggle from that point on. And then like to top it off, like I said, I went to New Jersey. That was to reconcile with the part of family I didn't know. I had just recently met my grandmother. And I told her about everything that was going on when I was up there at New Jersey. And this whole time I'm living a life where like I'm not happy where I'm at, but I'm doing all the work I can to get out of the situation I'm in. And everything I'm doing is not getting me out of that situation. It just is not working no matter what I do. It's literally just banging my head against a brick wall. And I started to give back into the fact that I hated myself, because guess who had to start asking the grandmother that he just recently met for money? I felt like a moocher. just to make it to the next month, I have to start asking my grandmother for money. The grandmother I just met, who wasn't in my life for a lot. And the craziest thing is, she stood up for me, and she'd been helping me. Same thing with my sister. They were just helping me bit by bit, and I was literally just bar minimum, like literally really questioning whether or not I was gonna make it to the next month, really questioning if I wanted to even live. I met him in like the past 8 months. I reached a point where I was like, yo, like I honestly, it is better if I just end myself right now. I like, fuck the debt, fuck everything that's going on, fuck even trying, because I'm just a guy trying to do an honest living, while there's people out there who get to sell like 1 gram of drugs and they make $1,000 in a second. I'm just trying to live an honest life, and I can't do anything about it. Welcome, Double Cross. We're having a therapy session with Borderlands. And so it was just a really dark moment in my life where I'm like, what the hell? I'm just an honest guy trying to make an honest living and do what I can, and none of that is working out. And that's not the end of it. Check this out. I had a situation where Geico kind of screwed me over by saying that I was claiming insurance fraud. And like I said, I've had to live a life where I had to like grow myself. I had to become an adult myself. So I didn't know that if you don't have insurance on your car, you have to pay insurance lapse fees. So for a whole year, because I thought, hey, damn, like I was so broke, I couldn't afford insurance. And if I did pay for insurance, it would make me broke, is what I'm saying. But like, if you don't have insurance, eventually you have to pay an insurance lapse fee. So I get a notice amidst all this. So like, all I have is my car. That's all I have. All right? And I get a notice in the letter like, hey, they're going to revoke my registration because I have not paid my insurance lapse. An insurance lapse I didn't know about because they never emailed it to me. They never mailed it to me. They got it at the wrong address because they never updated their systems that I moved. So I didn't know about it. And the only thing I have is my car, which is breaking down every second. Like, I'm getting flat tires, battery losses. Gas prices go up because we have a pipeline issue. So now everything is more expensive as well. And then on top of it, I'm hearing that in less than a month, they're going to take my car because I haven't paid an insurance lapse. Yeah.
0 cents. Plot twist!
Heads up, badass!
Like, I'm telling you, like, I was getting hit. I was in a boxing match, and I was getting hit left, right, and center with, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, any bit of money I made was just getting ripped from me. And it was just one big issue after another, one big issue after another. And it felt like I couldn't breathe. It honestly felt like I couldn't breathe. So I did reach a point where I was like, what the hell do I do? I'm literally just unlike. So like there's people who let me put it this way, because of what happened with Corona. By the way, I worked through Corona. I didn't get anything for you know, like what was it called? Unemployment. I was never on unemployment. I worked through Corona, and then when shit started hitting the fan for me because of all the Corona issues, I was unemployed, and everybody was revoking the unemployment stuff and telling people, "Hey, get a fucking job." So this whole time I had been working and trying to make an honest pay, and just basically getting fucked over by the government, getting fucked by my own poor decisions, basically just getting wrecked left, right, and center, and not knowing what the hell tomorrow was going to bring. So worry, I know about, mama. I know about worry, and I just took it bit by bit. I had people in my back corner who were just trying to help me as best as they could, and I just kept in touch with them. And like I said, amidst this whole time, I was figuring out who the hell I was. Like I said, I felt like shit. Asking my grandmother, who I just met, for money. I felt like shit for staying at my sister's house. Like there was so much going on that was like just like identifying myself. Like, who was I gonna be? Who, like, am I even worth living in this world for? Honestly, there was so many questions of doubt, guilt, and stuff like that. Like, this is why I tell people, like, your story is your story. This is why I tell people that, because I've reached a point where I was so low and I was ready to kill myself. And by the way, killing myself is something that is like a moral taboo for myself, because I really look up to my grandfather. And I know he wouldn't want me to live that kind of life where I would end up killing myself. So I told myself I would never kill myself as an honor to my grandfather. He is my hero. So when I get into situations of thinking about killing myself, it's a big thing. I'm not somebody who has like chronic depression. It's just like it gets that hard for me. So it was a big I appreciate all the support. I just really want to focus on the story so people can understand where I've met to right now. Thank you so much, everybody. It was a big question of personal doubt. It was a big question of personal doubt. And this is why I'm an advocate for mental health has to be in a good position, and the rest will follow. Because this is what I went through in the past 8 months. I just now recently moved to Columbia from Baltimore. And by the way, my car's not getting taken away. I was somehow able to pay all that stuff off. And I'm on a payment plan. Like, I still owe them money for the insurance lap, but my car is registered. I'm on a payment plan. I actually just made a payment to them. I'm able to eat and feed myself, and I'm not saying, like, you know, it's the most luxurious life right now, but compared to what I went through when I was living in the Baltimore area, it is amazing. And amidst all of that, by the way, big critical decision on my end was, should I go help my sister or not? Because what I used to do is panic and worry and be like, no, I probably shouldn't help my sister because making an income is more important right now. But I'm tired of worrying. I'm tired of trying to figure out what the hell tomorrow is going to bring and let it eat away at me. For 8 months, it deteriorated my health so much that I didn't even know what up or down was. I didn't know my ass end from my mouth. I was confused in all ways, shapes or form. And I told myself, screw it. I literally got to the point and said, look, you know, man, if shit hits the fan this month, do I want to go out saying that, you know, I spent more time? Hey, Awa, thank you for stopping by. I'm in the middle of a therapy conversation right now, but thank you for stopping by. It got to a point where I told myself, do I want to go out this month telling like if I died this month, do I want to go out saying that I spent more time trying to figure out how to make an income, or would I want to go down south to Florida and just help my sister move on? And if I died, I'd be happy to know that I helped my sister get to a place where she really wanted to live. In other words, I got to a point where I was like, what do I want to leave behind? I've gone through so much. I've gone through so much shit. What do I want to leave behind? And I said, I'm tired of not spending time with my family. I've had so much time ripped away from me where I had spent no time with my family. I don't give a fuck what happens in the next 4 days. I'm helping my sister move.
Cut through the dwarven slave mines
and it still became a question while I was helping her move. I told you, Mom, I said I was in no physical condition because of all this emotional turmoil I went through, that when I tried to lift things, and I actually tried to do things for my sister, my stamina was going away in milliseconds. But I kept on telling myself, like, what the hell do I want to do right now? I said, I'd rather die in my sister's apartment, knowing that I was trying to help her move to Florida, than deal with all the turmoil and all the angst and all the mental bullshit that I had gone through. I'd rather be sore and tired right here and right now, loving my sister, than dealing with all this world bullshit. That's the point I got to. So I understand worry, and it's crazy, but eventually I found a point where I'm like, you know, fuck it all. My happiness is more important. It honestly is. And I don't care if I have to be happy just eating a single banana and that's the only thing I've had all day. Which is, it's not the only thing I've had all day. I'm just using that as an example. But I'd be happy having that one single banana and not worrying about shit in this world than going through everything I went through in those last 8 months. That's just the point I went. A lot of people tell me to write a book, but I can't write. The mentality of fuck it, but a positive fuck it. Because there's a mentality of saying fuck it, and basically you cause yourself more harm. Making horrible decisions and doing wrong things. But there is a kind of mental fuck it, but it's more conducive to yourself. Where you focus on what you're going to do in your own life. Hey, Stir Fry. Yeah. I've just gotten to that point. Yeah, like exactly. I've just gotten to that point. And so, like that's, and because I was able to get to that point, you know, and once things started looking up and I started gaining momentum, even though if you told anybody on the outside like nothing had changed, I could inwardly see that there was momentum happening. I got in touch with my brother, and I joined this Discord. One of the things I've always wanted to do is just kind of like stream games and talk about them and stuff like that, which is why you see me playing them. But I didn't think it would also help me mentally and physically. I didn't think I would meet a bunch of people who've gone through similar issues I have, or start a therapy session. I didn't think that I would get 50 followers in under 3 weeks, and I'm on the verge of becoming an affiliate, just trying to be myself. This was never a goal in the recent future. This was never something that crossed my mind and something I wanted to happen. I just wanted to be true to myself. That's it. All this happened because I just found some good people who just agree with my things and want to hear what I have to say, and are appreciative of the fact that I tell them to have a good day. You know, like, you know, we all go through bullshit. I love you the same. It's crazy how things just kind of just flowed that way, and I'm not trying to do anything to really boost it that way. I'll become affiliate when I become affiliate. I'm really not trying to usher it. I'm enjoying this moment right now. If I die tomorrow, I'm going to be happy with what happened on this stream. That's it. All the people I've met, all the stories I've heard, all the stories I've shared, I'm hoping that stuff sticks with them. Oh, I already know this is a mimic. I played this before.
Awesome.
You saw I could handle that. Just tap tap. Didn't even flinch. But no, that's what I'm focused on. That's always been my focus, and I hope it doesn't change. That's what if this does take off, I just want my stream to be a place where people can just, you know, wind down and be chill, laugh and joke. I've like literally, there's been no real organization to my streams. There hasn't. I've literally just been like popping on. People just been coming in, just talking with people, and that's all I've cared about. The rest has followed. And like an example, I could give into the worry that I've actually okay, Manny. I've gotten to the point where, like, example of how worry can rule your life. I told people who have been here long know that I want to get to affiliate just because I feel like it'll help me reach out to more people. More people who probably need to hear the stuff I say, not because I think I'm all wise or something like that, but this is kind of deep stuff that can help you get through your day-to-day. I'm seeing it in my own personal life. So getting to affiliate is a goal of mine. But, you know, with that comes the worry of the days where I put out a stream and I get 0 viewers. But honestly, talking about worry, should I worry about that? Because it actually did happen on this stream too. For the first 20 to 25 minutes, there was nobody watching this. Nobody. But I can't afford to let that worry get to me. Am I gonna be here to worry about what Twitch is, how many people are watching me on Twitch? I shouldn't. It'll happen or it won't. At the end of the day, I need to go out. I need to get some work done. I need to do what I need to do. I need to stay at peace within myself. But it's got to start with me. It's got to start with me. If I start worrying about all this stuff, like, then it's just going to crumble. Because then I'm going to be focusing more on who's watching. And be like, hey, thank you for stopping by. Hey, how you doing? And I'm going to come off like a crazy dude. It's fine. I don't stop. But this is what I'm saying. People have their own lives. Mama, I know what's going on with you. And if you never stop by, why would I be mad? Knowing what goes on with you. The people who want to be here will be here. People who come, like I said, I enjoy the lurkers. I enjoy it all. The people who need to be here and hear what I have to say will hear it. I'll get affiliate when I get affiliate. It's not something that I'm trying to rush. It's ridiculous how quick it's happened, yes. But that's not what I'm trying to get at. Because to me, that's not what's important. I like gaming, I like chilling and all that kind of stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we're all people. I'm an adult now. I can't game as much as I would like to. I gotta go live my life. So here in my free time, I'm trying to relax and chill. You know, spread a positive message. And I hope it gets people through their days as well. That's my motto. That's what I'm trying to do. But, see, so here's the thing, Mama. You still try because you consider me a friend and a wonderful human being. And you like to talk as I do. But then take heed to what I'm saying and understand that if you miss it, don't add that worry to your life. Because I'm more considerate of what you're going to be doing with your own personal life. Everybody who stopped in, I've always said, hey, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. I've had people who pop in, and once they hear that, they pop out. You know, that's enough. Just don't add that worry to your life. As we develop this relationship and you understand more and more about me, you'll realize that, hey, if you come and view it, then you came and viewed it. If you came and you didn't view it, I do not care, and the slight difference. There's been plenty of people who have just stopped by and just said hi. There's been plenty of people who have stopped by and done nothing. I could let that eat away at me and be like, hey, what the hell, what are you doing, stuff like that. But I'm gonna choose not to, because that's not what this is about. That's not what my stream is about. It may be somebody else's stream, not mine. Honestly, we're all different human beings going through different stuff. I just shared basically what happened to me in the last 8 months, and a lot of you guys are like, God damn, and some of you have been able to pull apart, you know, some things that are related to you, or you're like, damn, I never even you guys didn't even know about insurance lapse stuff. How do you think I felt? I didn't even know about that, and I found out, and I got threatened that my car was going to get taken from me. Like, that's what I'm saying. Everybody goes through something different. Everybody's walk is different. And I'm just want to just take a moment and just say, like, you know, hey, your walk is different. And I may not know everything, but I still wish you the best. Because I've been through some shit, and I'm now cresting over the point where it's like I can actually start to see, you know, some sunlight. But the thing is, I've gone through so much hard shit. I'm okay. I can say that I'm okay if hard stuff comes. I'm okay. It may not be enjoyable, but I can't. I'm at a point where I can't sacrifice the happiness that I've found. I can't sacrifice the things that I've gone through right now that I love so much and I'm endearing with. I love what I've done in the Phoenix Empire. I love the people I've met. I love where I live right now, even though it's still in Maryland and I think Maryland's shit. I'm just learning to love more instead of hate more. I'm learning to be appreciative more than be in a grief.
Looks like Brick's gonna talk to the Dwarf King.
That's why I'm saying mental health is very important. I feel like a lot of times for certain people that's the first battle. Because would this be different if I was physically fit? Would this be different if I could bench press 200? Not really. It still would be a mind game. So I'm just saying, I'm human too. Like, I'm going through shit currently, and I'm just here taking time, enjoying the game, talking to people, making sure they're all right, and then we're gonna have a good day when I get off. That's all I'm trying to do.
He was angry.
It's not. It really is not the fight that a lot of people like to talk about, because it's the personal one. It's a one where in this world we think we always have to do it ourselves. And the reality is, the growth is for yourself. Yes. But you're never alone when you do it. I mean, honestly, one of the things I've been trying to do now is, like, example, Baltimore traffic kind of sucks, and I will joke about that. Like, not only are the roads full of potholes that never get fixed, but the people there don't really know how to drive either. But I'm learning to just, like, you know, like, not outright judge that. Maybe that person is speeding because they just lost a family member, and the only reason why their blinkers aren't on alarming somebody is because, unfortunately, because of the city that they live in, they can't afford repairs on their cars. So they look like a general asshole just bobbing and weaving through traffic, but in reality they're going somewhere because their aunt's dying. It's all about perspective. I honestly don't know anybody's personal walk. So I'm trying to learn not to judge somebody. She's trying to blow me up so people can understand more about what my stream is. So they can understand that, like, yes, I game, and yes, I can have good times and crack jokes, but the core of what I do is these therapy sessions.
No more.
So hard.
Like I said, getting too affiliate and doing all this stuff will happen when it happens. This message isn't for everybody. It isn't. It's for those who just want to listen to it. I don't think I'm some kind of prophet. I don't think I'm some kind of just know-it-all wise guy. I think I'm a guy who's been through some shit, who just wants to share his experiences and tell you that it's all right. That's who I think I am.
You hard.
So, yes, my streams can get deep, and I don't even like. That's why I'm trying to learn less and less to pay attention. I just try to pay more attention to just helping people on my streams, even if it's just talking about the game. There's been a couple of streams where people popped in and we didn't do anything deep therapy related, but I get into a long conversation on how to play this game, and like just ask the question. I like helping people, but No. Yeah. So yeah, Mama's right about how she's doing this stuff. It helps people to really pinpoint what they want to go back to. But no. So Mama, because it started off with trying to answer you, I understand worry. If you did not pick up on the stories that I just
hello
shared,
there,
I
Luke.
understand worry. And it's a crazy battle. It's a crazy thing to deal with, because the reality is the simple answer to that is just to not worry. Literally just keep moving. You have to accept the problem for what it is. Don't ignore it. Example, I got bills I gotta pay at the end of the month. Like, that's just the reality. What happens if I don't pay those bills? I don't have a place to live, sure. Or I go through issues where it's like, at the very least, I have to pay late fees. Because people can't just outright, kick you out. So, like, that is a reality of the issue. They do need to be handled. But by worrying about them, you do yourself more harm, because you don't provide yourself room to grow. You don't provide yourself room to actually handle the issue, because it most likely can be handled. Or at the very least, you can find somebody who is willing to understand your struggle and work with you on it. It may not be something that just happens instantly. So, that's just my simple answer to that, Mama. Just try not to worry.
My boys are itching to fight by your side. I punch him.
And that's the best. That's honestly the best that we can do. Just try not to worry. I don't know if anybody saw my message. I know Double Cross was there, because I was talking to him. But like, he's like, it's too early for this joking. Man. After the shit you just heard me say, this is stuff I'm talking about. I gotta keep that attitude positive.
Nope. No
That
talking.
looked painful.
Just punch him. Speak of your arms, the harder your fall.
And that's all understandable.
Freedom.
First thing I want to say, Mama, is in no sense the word by what I said that I think that's like that you're excusing yourself for having those things. In fact, I have a greater appreciation for people who actually have to go through that stuff, because guess what, Mama, you're still alive. Compare your life to mine. I went through all that shit, but I don't have anxiety, bipolar, PTSD. It was still hard for me, but look at you. You got shit that you're going through, and you have those things, and you still make it to the next day. Personally, for me, I'm more proud of you. Because these are things that just pop up, and people don't really have a control over. I've met people with those issues, and honestly, it's like a freaking switch. It just fucking happens, like on a dime. And it's really kind of hard to deal with those kind of people, because it just happens.
You're killing me here, Brick. I'm getting taunted by a 13-year-old
And so
girl.
I garner a greater
Grown
appreciation
man.
for people who have those
I
limitations,
told you
because
guys we should
they
have
still
waited
make
for
it to
Roland
the
play.
day to
His
day.
character has the highest leadership skill.
And to each their own, Mama. I'm just saying, like, don't sell yourself short. Really analyze what's going on. Yes, you have those issues, but like I said, I'm just a normal dude who's been through stuff. It's Italian and Irish in you. Hey, that'll do it. Exactly.
Here I come.
That's my point. It's. I always go back to the basic example, because I had I think I forget who I tell these stories, because they happen so often. I meet different people. But my half brother, when I went up to New Jersey, looked at me one time, and he said, "Man," because at the time, like, I already told you what happened to me in those 8 months. So imagine the first 2 months with me breaking up with my ex-girlfriend and all that bullshit that happened. And I meet a half brother who I never knew, and in a short time I tell him what's going on, and he garners an appreciation for the fact that I'm still alive. I haven't killed myself. I haven't done all those depressing things, even though I had been royally fucked by my ex-girlfriend. I had no job, and like all that bullshit had happened. He looks at me and says, "Man, how do you do it? How do you go the next day?"
Maybe you can help us
And I
out
told him I
here.
had no
say
clue.
We talk to him.
With words.
Knocks you down.
I don't know why y'all looking at me.
Till you hit like a bitch and fuck back up. But I told my half brother. I told him, come back stronger. Yeah. I told my half brother that here's a simple example. My half-brother has anxiety issues. Not serious ones, but they spike every now and then. And he said he felt bad about himself because he has anxiety issues. And I told him I garner a better appreciation for them because just a quick example is just that, like, if we're in the same situation, let's say it was like to present on stage or perform something like that, blah blah blah.
Well, damn. Now
He probably would have an anxiety spike.
You know, that wizard may know
And
something
me,
about dwarven
because I get
magic.
stage fright, I'd probably have like a minor anxiety fright. But the thing is I don't have anxiety. The reality is I can step to the side, take some deep breaths, you know, really assess myself, and go out and do it a lot quicker than my half-brother will ever be able to do. He may even need to just straight up leave, honestly, if the anxiety spikes too hard. But that's why I say I have a better appreciation for people who have those limitations. Because they come, yeah, it would be harder for him. But the thing is that if you met him, he's a very smart guy. Like, he's amazed me at what he does. He can sing, he plays the guitar, he's very good at his academics. Like, he's an all-around all-star. And this is with anxiety. And I had to remind him of that. That's like, you did all this shit with anxiety. But the people who don't understand stuttering double cross are people who don't understand differences. That's it. That's all it is. Anybody who doesn't understand something about you is just somebody who just doesn't have an appreciation for differences, or an understanding that we don't all grow up the same way. That's just the root of it. Yes, but what I'm saying is that even though my half brother has anxiety and is very smart, and that could relate to the fact that people have anxieties, like this disorders may be related to higher intelligence. The difference is that my half brother is also trying to be a functioning person of society, and honestly, the more and more we develop, the less and less intelligence really matters. Is my half brother going to be the next Einstein? The hell if I know. I'm not saying he's stupid. He definitely has the capability. But when it comes to being a person in society, when it comes to dealing with self-doubts, managing yourself, being a human being to yourself first, he was developing the roots of those issues by doubting himself. And I wanted to encourage him that not to look down on his anxieties, because that's what a lot of people will do. And to the point where some people use them as excuses. It's like, oh, I have ADHD, or I have this, like that, to easily excuse the way that they are limited in the things that they can do. When in reality, they may be limiting for some people, but me, as a person who doesn't have them, I have a great appreciation for those people. Because I don't have to deal with them. That's what I wanted to get at. Is that, I don't know what my half-brother will become. He's still a teenager. He still has time to decide or make different decisions or go in a completely different direction if he wants to. He has time to make mistakes. He has time to make great strides. His life can go anywhere at this point. Yeah. So it was more just what I was trying to focus in on him is his self-doubt. Yeah. Yeah. It's more just not understanding people. Like I just said to Double Cross, it's more just not a lack of knowledge and just not understanding people. Because we could call it an invisible illness. We can call it multiple things. What say you? Whatever way it can be described, so people can understand it. We can call it anything. The root of it is a lack of understanding and a lack of compassion, a lack of really trying to just be there for one another despite the issues. Because once somebody starts judging you, at that point they've just, they demoralize you. I save my stuff if anybody's curious, because Twitch will delete this stuff after a month. But just a little side note on me and who I am as a person. I talk to you guys as much as I talk to myself when I say these things. Nah. Okay. I talk to myself when I say these things to you guys as much as I talk to you. This stuff does help me grow. So what I do at the end of the day is I do upload my videos to YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. A little self-promotion going on. But I do it because that's easier for me to go back to them and listen to them again. I like to hear what I say because my work, my challenges, and the stuff that I go through are a daily thing. I go through self-doubt every day. It's just the reality of it. And I like to go back to these videos and hear what I say and understand that I'm actually starting to say these things to other people as well. And that I am not alone in this, and that I go through my own things as well. So my stuff is on YouTube saved. I try to keep up to date with uploading those things so people can go back to them if they miss them. So maybe one day people will see them. It's all under the same name. You type in generic J_12 on YouTube, you'll find my channel. I think it has an Uncle Iroh pic. It's like black and white. I don't know if you know about Avatar: The Last Airbender. But it's all under the same name. Not confusing at all. I try not to make it confusing. But I do it for myself. Like I said, this is a daily battle, and that's the thing I think people find very hard. They think that it's like, ha, I feel better now, everything's good now. No, you're gonna have highs and lows. It's just the reality of how life is. And for me, I'm currently going through them. Like I said, this just happened 8 months ago. This is all fresh. The feelings are raw. And if there is a worry out there for me right now, it's the relapse, the going through it again. Oh, thank you. That would be the fear, is the relapse. But the thing is, like I said, I'm trying to live a life where I don't worry. So what I do to kind of help me go through that is I rewatch my own videos. I try to make myself my own best fan, which everybody should do. I'm trying to make myself my own best fan and my own best cheerleader. So I can get through my day to day. So I can come back to these streams and just tell people, hey, this is what's up. That's what I do. So I'm just letting you know, like, this stuff is saved. Even the streams that aren't therapeutic, just me gaming and stuff, I put it all on there. I try to keep it organized as much as possible.
Hello!
But yeah, I never know how my streams are gonna go. Subscribe. It's cool, man. Thank you guys, honestly. I'm not so much for self-promotion, but like I feel like it comes with the territory where you can't really ignore it. Like I said, for the people who want to hear what I have to say, for the people it does encourage, they are going to want to go back and see this stuff sometimes. So I kind of do have to do some kind of self-promotion to let them know that yes, I do have it saved. But like I said, I'm not trying to rush the affiliate thing. I'm really just trying to do what I do and do it when I do it, if that makes any sense. Because I know I just said do like 4 times, but like, you know, I don't really go for the whole self-promotion thing just because I don't want to come off as like, you know, that guy who's like, he's promoting his own material. Next thing he's gonna be offering me T-shirts and shit. No. If I have not proved it to anybody yet, I honestly just mostly care about your well-being. I've been through my own shit myself, and I just want people to live the life that they can, the best that they can. And unfortunately, that's going to involve some kind of self-promotion because for some people, they do need to go back and see the stuff. That's the root of it. But I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for subscribing to it. It honestly means a lot with everything. Like, I'm in no. So one of the things that Mama Toast has been advocating is that she wants me to get a camera. Unfortunately, financially, that is not something I can really do anytime soon. Bills are coming up, and I gotta focus on those first. And so I don't know about a camera anytime soon. But it actually is kind of humbling that I've grown so much and meet so much people and had these in-depth conversations, and you guys haven't even really seen my face. That's why I kind of that is me on the profile pic in Discord. That is me, just so people can kind of see who I am. But like, I don't know if I'm gonna have a camera anytime soon, and that's kind of what sucks. And more people deserve to see them. I appreciate that, Tacos. Like, yeah, like I'm saying, bills first. The camera will come. Eventually, it'll come when it comes. But like, I know everybody's like, you need to get a camera. You need to get this and the other. And I'm like, you don't understand, man. Like, I would in a heartbeat. But I can't be stupid about my own decision at the same time. That's the other thing. Part of growth is also learning when not to be stupid. I did that because I didn't know what I was going to. It was a cartoon because I didn't like. So for anybody who is new, I've recently started streaming. For anybody who does not understand, I think Tacos, you're new here. I've recently started streaming. It's been 3 weeks, and prior to that, I've known nothing about anything. Okay, I don't know how to Discord. I don't know how to Twitch. The only thing I had was YouTube, and that's just because I'm older. I'm 27, so I grew up when YouTube used to be just a TV screen and it wasn't owned by Google. That's how I know about the YouTubes. But I don't know about these Twitter accounts. I don't know about these TikTokers and stuff like that. That's not the life I live. If you understand the stuff I've been through, I've been more focused on just trying to make a goddamn income. So social media is not something I'm aware of. So like I didn't know what I was getting into when I got into Discord. That's why it was just a random fucking animated profile, not animated, but like cartoon profile pic. But I didn't know what to do. I didn't expect to actually start having like people consistently coming and trying to listen to my messages. Like, I didn't expect to have to be this dedicated this soon. But I knew with that dedication means that I have to actually expose myself more. People do need to relate to me as a person, which is why I changed my profile picture to an actual picture of me. I don't want to come off and say like, yeah, I'm human, but you know, I hide behind a cartoon pic for months on end. That's not right. It's a conflict of, you know, spreading a message where I'm telling people to be themselves, grow, and be okay with who they are, and here I am hiding behind a profile pic. Not saying that I would be ashamed of it. Like, I could always explain it away, like I just like the profile pic or something like that. But you know, I feel like your message should also match your walk.
Son of a busy.
This is who I am. So like, I don't know all this stuff. So I appreciate people who interact with me, and I don't have a camera. I appreciate the patience when I have tech problems because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I've had a couple streams that have just straight up crashed because Twitch gave out on me. I don't know how to fix that. I literally just have to toss it up in there and just like, oh well, hope the next stream goes well. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I only got into this because I wanted to connect better with my brother, and it's grown beyond that.
Don't look down on me. Valhalla, here I come.
Appreciate it all. I honestly do. Like, people subscribing and following me, it all means a lot. It really does. And the reason it does is because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. In other words, it shows me that the people who are following me are the people who actually want to follow me, and they, regardless of the fact that I don't have a camera, they're okay with what I got right now, and they're willing to just stay and hang out with me with where I'm at. That's the kind of people I want to be around. So thank you all. I honestly hope that whatever I'm saying and all the stuff I'm pushing out is actually helping you. No, you do not need to know about my car's extended warranty, okay? Is it sad that I know who they are now, just off of looking at the quick glance at their phone number? And I try to watch myself because sometimes I feel like I babble. But, you know, it is what it is. A kilt yet? This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So, Tacos, if you're still there, yeah, there's been some streams where people want me to wear like a kilt. I'm like, I don't have a camera yet. Sure, you know what, Mama? I'm wearing a kilt right now. How the hell are you gonna know about? Like, how are you gonna know about it? Car's extended warranty. Yes, I get those phone calls every day, and I'm, oh my god. Did I run all this? Like this is how distracting these conversations can get. I'm pretty sure I just did all of this, walked all this way, without even realizing that I was supposed to talk to Claptrap. It's cool. I think the talking is the more important part of this stream. Okay, hold on. I think that might be Grandma sending me a message. 1 second, people. Okay, hold on. Yeah, he sent me something, but like, so yeah, I actually got a bunch of message. He hops in and hops out. So Stir Fry's my brother. And yes, I got your message too, Mama. A lot of people sent. Like, I don't know if you heard. There's like a lot of clicking at one point in time. So I was trying to figure out what was going on. Usually it's just like so like I've applied to a lot of jobs. So usually it's just a message like, hey, this is a nice place to work, but once again, it's a bunch of jobs that I don't fit for some reason. Oh, like I'll give you an example. But yes, I got a lot of messages. I responded to some of them. I did not watch Manny's message because I'm focusing on the stream right now. But just real quickly, just kind of like a funny story about this is what I mean by some jobs just did not make sense. When I was looking for a job and I was absolutely desperate for a job, guess what one of the jobs that I got as a recommendation for? Somebody wanted me, because I had worked in retail, they wanted me to measure women's bust for bras. Now, just to go out there so I don't offend any people, I'm not gay, I'm not homosexual anyway, I'm straight. And also the way I was raised, I don't mess with ladies' tender parts. And so for me to get this job application, and they were going to pay me a lot too. I think it was like I'm pretty sure that they were so urgently hiring, they wanted to pay me, I think, $20 an hour, and I had to deny that job. Like, I know, like, it was amazing because it just would not fit for me. I was like, oh my god, I'd be so fucking embarrassed. Like, I'm just, it just would not gel with me. I know some guys would be like, hell yeah, but for me, I'm like, no, like, I'm really work oriented, and I would really try to focus on the job, and the fact that I would have to be dealing with women's bust the whole day would be like, I'm sorry. It was not a setup. Double cross, that's the craziest thing. It was not a setup. Legit, these people were hiring, and for some reason, my application went through. So, like, yeah, that's what I was talking about. So, it was a nice little laugh that I got. You know, I think it helped me a bit. Like I said, I was searching for a job, and it was getting kind of depressing at that point of not getting a job, to then finally get, hey, we found a perfect match for you, and it is, even though it has decent pay, and I would love to hit that job, no. I told my sister about it, because she knows kind of like the familiar background that I was raised in. Mama knows about this too, but my grandfather was a military head. So he knows all about, hold the door open for the lady. Like, if that gives you any bit of background on why this would be a kind of a conflicting job for me. I have a utmost respect for women, and I kind of live a chivalrous life just because that was engraved in me as a kid. Not because I feel like women can't do for themselves or anything like that. It's literally just how I was raised. And so my sister and I made jokes about, let's say I did pick up the job, I'd find some way to make a hands-on job like that, a desk job, like I'd probably like set up PowerPoints and stuff like that where I tell women how to measure their own busts. So I'm like, so basically they would handle it themselves, just out of respect. But no, it's just the way I was raised. I've had women, you know, get mad at me for holding open the door for them. Like, I can do it myself. Why are you doing this? And I'm like, if you knew my grandpa, you'd totally understand why I held the door open for you. I even hold the door open for guys. Like, it's just something that's engraved in me. I really try to go out of my way just to, you know, keep the ebb and flow of life in general just moving. But yeah, I am not gonna work at a place that measures women's bust so they can pick out frilly things. It's just a weird way to live nowadays. Double cross, if you understand that life, you know how weird it can get sometimes. Where you're living a life trying to be respectful because that's the way you're raised, and then people get offended at what you deem respectful. It can be like kind of like awe-stricken sometimes. I don't know if you've come across those situations yourself, but for me, it kind of throws me for a loop sometimes.
No way!
Because here I am thinking I'm being polite and kind, and then people getting shut down at the same time. Like, I can do it myself. What the hell are you doing this for me for? And I'm like, sorry, man. And then it's like you just kind of go back to base roots and like, well, you have a good day. My apologies. And you're apologizing for being good.
In fact, I found one just the other day. But you can't have this one. You can find your own. I love this thing.
Might I ask what the dog's name is so I can say hi back?
Nice! That looks like
All
the
great
symbol.
wizards have big beards.
I love the
Robots
puppies.
are incapable of growing beards. Turbo fast. If you could give me some dwarven beard hair, I would look swank as heck. Now, you could just shoot the dwarves for their beards.
But yeah, I'm more focused on the chat right now.
Instead, we're going to have
Phoebe.
to trick them into killing
Hello,
themselves.
Phoebe.
Hit the dwarves
We
with
should go,
their
puppy.
drug,
Nice to
then
see
move
you,
them to some
Phoebe.
mining equipment.
I
It's
wish you
gotta
could
be
see my face.
morally and
Maybe
figure
later. It is a sin if you don't make goo-goo noises to puppies. I'm sorry. You're inhuman if you don't do that. I don't care how tough you are. You should go, puppy. You should go, Phoebe. Glad I could bring your dog a smile. Alright. Got nothing for me. I ain't gonna do the beard man thing. We're gonna do dwarven allies. Oh, puppy. I question your humanity if you cannot say, you know, like baby goo-goo noises to dogs. I don't know. I have never met anybody who does not do that. Murderous pit bull. She murders sleep. That's what I was always. So here's the thing. I never was on that bandwagon of thinking pit bulls were bad dogs, and the reason why I knew that is because factually, the dogs that actually maul people the most are actually Dalmatians. And it's because of the way we raised them. I think what happened was, you know about the movie 101 Dalmatians, blah blah blah. I don't know if anybody really knows about. I don't know. Like I said, everybody lives a different life, so I don't know who's seen it, who's not. But I'm talking about like the original one. Can't reach that. Thank you, Tina. But
I'm pretty sure this jump is impossible.
Apparently, once that movie came out, a lot of people liked Dalmatians, and so they got, you know, sent out to a lot of families. But they're not really a family-friendly dog. They're more of a work dog. And that's why, you know, they're stereotypically known to be with firemen. But they're not a family dog. So you're actually more likely to get mauled by a Dalmatian instead of a pit bull. So just a little thing I'm just tossing out there. Oh, I'm thinking, damn me. I'm thinking, Borderlands 3 where you can actually mount on stuff. Nope, you gotta make the jumps in this one. Oh yeah, pits are big babies. I know that. I've always known that. I remember when it was an issue like, oh, pit bull mauled this kid or something like that, and it happened a lot. In reality, I was one of the first people that was like, isn't that just because it's a bad owner?
You found the dwarven letter A!
Celebrate while you can, douche. You still need two more letters to complete the passphrase, and I have the last one.
I personally have never met a pit bull that was actually bad. So much so, another short story. There's a time I went to Puerto Rico to visit family there, and my uncle that was there owns a plant nursery where he grows exotic plants. And because he grows exotic plants and ships them across the world, he had us some guard dogs, one of them being a pit bull.
Look exactly like
and they already, they outwardly are already in guard mode. Let me tell you, I made friends with those pit bulls by the end of the summer. Pit bulls are not dangerous. They're guard dogs. They actually are very family oriented if they're raised right, and they will, but like they just protect you. And I figured that out just at a very young age, because a dog that actually scared me because it actually jumped at the chain link fence at me, thinking I was an intruder, eventually became my friend. No bad guys. But no, Dalmatians are more dangerous. No problem, tacos. Absolutely no problem. Like I said, I like giving helps, tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff. Oopsies. But no.
Standing before you is a dwarven
my streams consist of just chill times. Like, I don't know if, I know you're new here, Tacos, so I don't know if you saw the blue bar at the bottom of the screen. That's literally what I do here. I let people vent. I let people lurk. I just game. I like to help. I wish there was more I could type, but I actually do like to help people too, which is why you got help from me regarding the Need for Speed. I'm trying to remember this. I think you turn them all on, and then you have to turn them off in reverse order. But no, that's what I try to do on my stream. Just chill, relax place. Yes, I do. I don't remember, but yesterday I just got back from a trip, so I was just tired. For the most part, the way my streams work and how they've been is I do like a main game in the morning, just because it's how my schedule is. I do like a main game, which the main game this time is Borderlands 2. Before this, it was Need for Speed Heat, and before that, it was Far Cry 5. So in the morning, it usually consists of a main game that I do. In the afternoon is any one of the games that I'm feeling at the moment. If people message me and they want me to race and stuff like that, then we'll do like racing stuff. If nobody messages me, sometimes I do Monster Hunter. Sometimes I may even hop back in Borderlands. Like, honestly, the night slot is a random slot. I try to keep it to a racing game because racing games kind of chill me out a bit, but for the most part, it's a random slot. My bad. I accidentally unplugged my mic. Yeah, I'll say it again. I accidentally unplugged my mic. But for the most part, my afternoon streams are a random game. And there's Angry. What's up, dude? I did not pay attention to that pattern. Oh, okay. It's that one. That one. Yeah, that's me. I know I'm a handsome guy, aren't I? So 1, 2, 3. 1 second. This kind of takes some focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2. Fuck. Okay, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now it needs to go. Ah, damn it. Threw me for a loop now. Ah, fuck me. Okay, so I think it was this one last. Yes. This one. What? This one? Yeah. Do I have to do it again? Ah, damn me. Damn it, so it's this one. Okay. No, I know it's not bad. I am a handsome devil, I know that. I gotta be my own best cheerleader, man.
Man, I hate puzzles. I want to break stuff.
Okay, so hold on. That one, that one, that one. That one. Oh, fuck me. I'm addressing chat and doing this, and this is... Let's hope this is right. Oh, man. They didn't show me which one of these, so I'm gonna just take a gander. Say it's this one. Okay, I think we're good. Now, okay, one of the things that I think we need to establish on this stream, there will be blatant racism, and if it happens, it will definitely be called out. But if it's pertaining to me and I don't react to it, then you should be good. Don't worry, Angry. I'm gonna just be out right there and just say this. When it comes to like racist comments, the reason why they develop into something is because there is a hint of truth in them. That's it. Things would never develop the way they did if there wasn't a commonality. Is it weird to say that I look like most black people if predominantly, if I'm black, I share those genes with black people? Like, I'm sorry, that's just genetics at that point. I'm not saying I look exactly like every single black person. But I mean, come on. If I'm black and I'm standing next to a black person, we're gonna have some kind of commonalities, aren't we? Do I gotta do this again? I wasn't paying attention. Damn me. I might have to do the break it thing. Yeah, I'm gonna break it.
Is that how you wanted us to solve the puzzle?
Yeah. Let's go here.
There is a way to solve this. No problem. I appreciate the lurks. Go ahead and grind that Need for Speed. It's all on you. We're good like that. But no.
That's the letter F.
I don't.
Letter left.
I've literally had people call me the N-word. And I'm talking white people call me the N-word, alright? And out of malicious intent, too. Do you want to know how I reacted to that? I literally said, oh, okay. Well, you have a nice day. But I won't do that. That's the thing. I won't outright say stuff like that. Yeah. Just an example. There was even a time. What's her name? Who's that lady that voiced Mulan in the Disney movies? Let me look it up quickly. I forgot her name. I love her as an actor. I personally don't care. I think once we get into the real specifics of just black, brown, well, technically brown is apparently Hispanics and black are black people, but I call people by names and shit. Like it doesn't. Hold on. Mulan actor name. I'm trying to figure out what her name is. Not that Mulan. Come on. Not the newest one. I didn't even see that one. I think her. Yeah, I guess her name is Ming Na Wen. I can't really pronounce it correctly, but I had a friend who yeah, they made a Mulan remake. I didn't even watch it. I'm not really for remakes unless it gets good reviews. Apparently, some people liked it. I got mixed reviews from people on it, so I never personally watched it. It's either all or nothing for me. Yeah. But her name is Ming Na Wen. I'm butchering her name probably horribly. My apologies. However, I love her as an actor. But I had a friend who I forgot what we were playing, but we actually like what celebrity do we look like? And my friend was Asian. She was an Asian girl. And I kid you not, and I really try to like avoid, like I can tell the difference. I actually gotten good. Like I can tell the difference between a Korean, a Japanese, a Chinese. Like, I can tell the difference a bit. But I said that my friend looked like this actor, and that's the thing. I personally, not just the Asian eyes. Like it was like her facial structure and everything. I looked at everything. I was like, she really does look like this actor, but to herself, she didn't. And it became a really awkward moment because she thought I was saying like, oh, all Asians look alike. But I was like, no, like, facial structure and everything like that. I really wasn't just like only eyes.
My bullets aren't magic, but they are cheap. Yield good.
Thankfully, that didn't end a friendship.
You enter the lair of Great Tooth the Dwarf. The sorcerer brainwashed him into running this place. You also notice a weird-ass magic globe.
But here's the thing. I don't. So for you, Double Cross, I don't just go out and write and watch movies. Your boy ain't rich like that. I can't just, drop some money. Hey, let's go watch this movie. So I do go based off other people's I do go based off other people's perspective sometimes. Just because it's better for me not to risk it if it is bad. But I pay attention to who, like, what source I do. So like I don't really trust movie critic websites because they try to get too artsy in it, and like this camera angle wasn't good, so I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Amy Lee. Stay true to yourself, mama. Okay, dude. Just gonna dip like that. Why is Tiny Tina gonna annoy you, Angry? I've never seen it, but I honestly don't care for spoilers so much. Tiny Tina makes you miss Lester from GTA 5. Stand that shooting behind the movie or movie gets over their heads. So that's where that comes in. Like it also depends on the movies to watch. So I don't trust movie critics because I think sometimes they get too into the artsy thing. Like I said, they talk about like the camera angles and like that, which honestly is important to some people. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but at the same time, that's not the entirety of the movie. And so that's why I don't often trust movie critics. Sometimes they'll even give a bad rating just because they didn't even like a certain actor, even though the whole movie could be great. We'll take it. Why not?
Great job! You have all
But for the most part, what I try to do...
We gotta walk all the way back? Oh, man.
You watch it. Okay.
Alright, girl, alright. Here. I made some glowy portals for your laser
But for the most part,
Did you just say laser butts?
what's the two
Whatever
Star Wars?
that is, I want it.
But like to each their own. Reminds me of Destiny. So like, I didn't like the new Star Wars movies. I didn't watch episode 8 or 9 because 7 left a sour taste in my mouth. To each their own. But one of the things what's Star Wars? Angry, get out of here with your sarcasm. For me, what I didn't like is I felt like they were advocating for Finn to become like a Jedi. And so like for me, the reason why I didn't like it is because it built this like kind of like I guess fan story in me so much because they gave so much screen time in the trailers to him.
RATF? We have to.
They gave so much screen time to Finn. Beam me up, Scott. Screw you, Angry. You're purposely mixing up genres just to garner some anger in the chat, aren't you? You won't get that from me because I'm a chill guy. I know the difference and I know those jokes. However, watch yourself. You may get some flack from some other people. But Finn, I was actually really interested in the story of a stormtrooper, or a stormtrooper becoming a Jedi. I thought that would be a cool way, a cool twist on it. But they didn't go that way. And
I bet it's rap.
It was just, it was all around kind of sour in my taste, just because like it didn't match up with my own like I guess like headcanon almost. You get what I'm saying? Not because like I have any right to in the sense of the word, but at the same time I felt like what you call it? Rey was kind of lackluster.
So say it.
I never understood her Jedi growth. And then they killed my man Solo. There was a lot of things that kind of went horry for me real quick. But to each their own. I know some people liked it. It just wasn't for me.
You ruin everything.
I just know that it got so much flack with the other two movies that apparently they're just like, what is it? Some advocation for, you got one joke I won't know? Okay, try me. It just wasn't for me. I just heard that there was getting so much flack that, you know, apparently they're negating the whole, what is it? The whole new trilogy as non-canon or something like that. I don't know if it's true or not.
Can I interest you in some magic bullets? I shall see you soon.
With the Sorcerer's Tower in sight, you think of what you're going to spend your reward money
Throw one
on
my
once you
way.
rescue the
I'm
queen.
waiting.
Guns and ladies. And sometimes dudes.
Don't be a menace with the Wayans brothers. You know what? You stumped me. No, I have not.
Whoa! Badass! Sounds down.
He's trying to see if I won't get one. You might be able to get it, but no, I have not seen that one with the Wayans brothers. I'm gonna pretend like I'll catch you later. Have a Christian. You do you, double cross. You know you're always welcome. Just don't let me get you in trouble. And I will try to have a great stream. Solely dependent on the people. Runs with the billboard car black to the hood. See you, double. Do you know what movie they referenced? Black to the Hood. Back to the Future? Honestly, I kind of would like to see a Black to the Hood. I'm assuming they didn't make a full movie. They probably like made like a quick teaser in that movie or something like that. But I'd watch a parody of something like that. It was just a billboard? Okay, yeah, I would love to actually see a parody movie, honestly. Marquise, we need to go Black to the Hood. And they just actually have like Dr. Dre as the doc.
What's that in the sky?
I can throw down with the jokes. If it's funny, I'll laugh at it.
Be careful, dog.
Don't Be a Menace movie? See, I haven't seen Don't Be a Menace.
Evil is on the loose. I recently felt
My entertainment is varied far and wide. I know some things, I'm learning new things.
You must eliminate them and return what they stole.
Major Pain. Oh, so I kind of actually is that the one where where he's like is that the one with the third? Major Pain, is that? Because I haven't seen that movie either, but I saw highlights for it where he's like talking to like the kids. I'm sorry, Mr. Handicap Man. I did not mean to insult you. Now, do you understand sign language? Do you know sign language? Can you read lips? Okay. If you don't answer me when I talk to you, I'm gonna stick my foot up your ass. Understand me, dummy? Third. I saw that highlight and I gotta see it now. Yes. So what are the ones that we're watching? I have seen The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. I have seen that. So it's Major Pain and what was the movie you mentioned, Angry? Sorry, I probably have to go back. I don't have access to it right now to go back up in the chat. Major Pain I gotta see. You know, just good classic movies. Don't Be a Menace. Okay, alright. Don't be a I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna send this like as a message to myself or put in my notes. Major Pain. Third. I saw that one scene. I absolutely loved it. You understand me, dummy? Third. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Okay, hold on, everybody, hold on. I'm gonna see if cause I have Amazon Prime Video or something like that, so I'm gonna see if that's on there. If it's not, I'll figure out a way to see if I can find it. I don't really try to pirate stuff. I'm too broke. What the hell? That was a lot. I'm too broke to be risking pirating stuff. And I know people know how to do it for free, but me, I'd rather not face the consequences and then pay fees and shit. So, Don't Be a Menace. And Major Pain. We're gonna do that. Alright. Like I said, I personally don't have a problem with it. I just would not like to get, deal with the consequences if I ever got caught. Damn Hyperion weapons in this game. Like, I love Hyperion weapons when they're no longer doing that weird ass recoil thing, but my fire rate is too high that it just, like, seriously. I'll hit up those movies. I have the Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. I like that movie. I think Terry Crews really sells it with all the cheeseburgers and stuff like that, and all his McDonald's reference jokes. Like it may be like, you know, what would you call it? Product placement, but he does it right. Play football and the guy says, "There goes the hood." Dangerous Minds is a good drama. Okay. What's up, buddy? Alright. In my spare time, I will watch some movie flicks. Sir Boyle.
I stole nothing. Sir Gallo has gone mad. Mad, I say.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Insult to my honor. Have at you.
That's a barrel, bro.
Curious? He carried no loot.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Why does that title sound familiar?
The others down. I will have my
like, I'm getting this weird inclination that I may have heard about it and maybe seen a bit of it. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I'm gonna add that to my list too. Dangerous Minds and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Some of these movies sound familiar, like I have seen them. Dirty Dancing? Is Dirty Dancing that like hip hop street dancing thing? Where like there's like a romance between these two people that I think my sister saw it one time. That's why it sounds familiar. It was like some dance crew or something like that, or was it some? What? I'm mixing up movies. My sister used to watch a lot of dance movies, and I think one of them was like a dude who knew how to street dance fell in love with a girl who like knew like classical ballet dance or something like that. Patrick Swayze is old. I could be mixing up movies. Spaceballs. You know, heard of Spaceballs? Guess who hasn't seen it? This is what I'm saying about my movie range is weird. Heard of Spaceballs. Seen plenty of clips. I think my favorite one is the whole "we ain't found shit." But
this is utter lunacy. I am no ninja of
I should see that.
I have no time.
I know I'm mixing up movies. I probably am. More than likely, I most definitely am. Die already. Hello. Die, kind sir. Ow.
Accursed luck. He carried no loot either. Ah well. It must be the final member of my former posse who betrayed me. Of this, I am certain.
Space Jam. Michael Jordan. I never saw the LeBron James one. My nephews did. They said they liked it as well. And they've seen the original Space Jam. But I, personally, am in the original Space Jam court, just because that's the only one I know. Confession time, I blame Lola Bunny for making me feel a certain way at a young age. I am not a furry. However, there was a lot of sexual tension with Lola. Oh, let me tell you a little something about my fucked up childhood. It all started with my mother lying to me for 24 years. I grew up in a Christian household. TLDR, because of my mom's own personal angst and problems, she projected those on me. And so I became a sheltered little turtle. Didn't really start, I'm 27, so I really didn't start branching out and living my life until I turned 24. It's cool, man. It is honestly a-okay. If anything, if you've been hopping in on my streams and just listening to stuff that we talk about, I am learning to cope with past pains and move on and accept them for what they are. And I can honestly say I did not do that earlier in my life. I let that shit control me. So I appreciate that, I'm sorry. But just know that you're dealing with a different man now. I've learned to accept them for what they are, which is why I could easily just bust out and just say that. Like, just give you an explanation just like that. If you would have caught me when it was just fresh and raw, I probably would have murdered you on the spot. Like, how dare you ask me them damn questions? Get the fuck out of my business. Mine is my own.
May the past protect me!
Yeah. So just like a quick like tidbit. I'm not gonna go into too deep depth of it. My mom had a certain past, and she projected it on me one time. Example: when I had just turned 18, I was part of a church, and all these people in the church. Oh yeah, it does look like a TV screen. But all these people in the church, like the kids that I grew up with, we all knew each other. And they kind of were like siblings I didn't have. And when I had turned 18, I went to go like talk to them and stuff like that, and my mom basically projected on me that because I was 18, I couldn't talk with underage kids, even though I had just turned 18. And for me personally, that's more of a issue of your own personal like state of mind, because I wasn't thinking that way. These are people I treat like my siblings. TLDR in front of the whole church. She embarrassed me and almost made me out to look like a pedophile. So that's one of the things I had to come to terms with one time. Because I'm not a pedophile, I was just a dude trying to engage with people who I thought were basically family. Because of some stuff that she had gone through in her life, she projected that trauma onto me. And that's what I mean by a sheltered life. A lot of things that my mother went through, she like just projected on us. I'm learning to love her every day and forgive her for the stuff that happened. Ooh, that guy is close. I'm learning to love her more and more each day. It's not easy in any sense of the word, but the more I try to understand myself, the more I understand her, if that helps. It's not to excuse the things that she said or done. I'm not going to say that those things were okay, but there's not much I can do about the past now that it's happened. Lightning bolt.
And the crowd goes wild!
Like I can say, Mama, it seems like you learn a little bit more of me every day. I've been through some shit. And the fact that I can say that, you know, hey, it happened and I can move on, it's a big growth on my end. But that's why, like I said, I have a great appreciation for a lot of different people. Just try to help them where I can, let them know that they're not the only one. Because I've reached the point where I realize that even though all that shit happens and it was fucked up, it honestly was, I probably still have not had it as worse as much people. I still probably have not had it as worse as much people. But But yeah. It gets deep here, Angry. We have them deep conversations. It did. It honestly did. It just was. It just was no sense of the word pleasant. I'd prefer to have a stable growth, but I did not look out in that category. Turd out.
Lightning bolt. Tossing a masher. Here you go. Lightning bolt. Come to evil, I shall not.
But yeah, it is what it is. What time is it? It's about to be 1 o'clock. Well, shoot. I think I'm gonna clear this area, and then unfortunately, like I always say, society wants me to be productive. Ah, damn it. I only did this just because it's best to unlock it, but I need to go back up. Not pleasant at all. But like I said, I made it out to the, like you said, and like I've said too, I've made it out to the other side. It now has become more of a reflection thing. Really assessing myself. Who do I want to be? What am I happy about? Go to adult. I got to adult today now. Not just yet. I will like get to a clear stopping point.
Loot Ninja! What's this then? He had no loot either. Curious. Nonetheless, you deserve a reward. Return to me. Return to me.
I'm not gonna go adult just yet. But I will do it. I got to. That jet lag is still like it's weird. I don't know if jet lag comes with the airplane because I was still in the same time zone.
Shame about my former colleagues.
But
if none of them were stealing,
I'm tired. I didn't stay up too late either.
you may have one item from this chest. One. It was the chest all along.
Oh, man, that quest was dark and ironic. A true look into the duplicitousness of interpersonal relationships. Now come see me so you can explain what the hell I just said.
I love Torque. Thank you, Torque. Thank you for being you. But as always, Mamatos, I appreciate your company. I hope my conversations have helped you. I won't know, like, thoroughly. Because, like I said, your own personal walk is your own personal walk. But I hope they have helped in some way, shape, or form. Honestly, I am glad to have met you. I'm sorry my brother was an asshole. he can be that way sometimes. Hearing shit, but I don't see it. Okay, there it is. Let's get to the top of this. Keep on forgetting it's a back one. Damn the no mount mechanics in this game. I'm so used to Borderlands 3. Climb anything. Climb everything.
From evil I shall not.
Alright, okay.
Take cover.
Oh
We have
shit.
help. Victory for the That's my girl. You get a bullet, and you get a bullet. Everybody gets a bullet.
Okie dokie.
Tossing grenade. Present for you. Evil I shall not. Lightning bolt. Our truth shineth bright.
Damn these torque weapons. Torque weapons never really got good. They work, they're viable in this, but I hate the fact that their gyros take too long. Oh.
Your villainous life shall end here. He. Succumb to evil I shall not. We are the path. Lightning bolt. That the best you got? You fellas meet the missus? Yup. I love this plan.
Get to a stopping point. I'll cut her off. Say my goodbyes.
Cannot be.
More guys? What the hell?
Wasn't so challenging.
I forgot how grindy these areas were.
Coins for bullets, bullets for coins. Yield goodbye.
I'm just a humble merchant.
Alright, hang on, just wait up. I'm gonna release my dragon on you in a sec. Just gotta get my camcorder ready. There we go. Gonna put dubstep behind footage of you guys dying and get tons of hits on the echo. It's awesome. Okay, Axton!
The dragon from the beginning of the campaign approacheth! Roll for initiative!
I saw him, but the roar came from a different direction.
That was a lucky shot.
Sounds like you could use some help. I'm gonna summon Roland again.
Kinda wish you wouldn't.
Roland time!
Right! Sounds like if you need help.
Ah, what a bummer. Alright, get up here and I'll kill you myself. Just let me unlock the door.
Ooh. He said Jakobs. Pick up all that. I'm gonna take all a lot. Damn it. Had to get rid of my bee shield. Okay. Torgi Jacobs. Okay. I think this is a good stopping point, right? Just entered the area. Alright. Well, I gotta cut it off here. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna have a banana before I go. That banana looks delicious. Taking care of myself. But thank you, everyone, for stopping by. We had another deep conversation. I love you all. As usual, I will be posting this on YouTube once I can. It takes a little bit for it to upload on Twitch to then transfer it. But that's where my stuff will be at for anybody who misses it. I wish you all the best day. Honestly. Just keep on pushing forward. We all go through shit. Let's just keep on moving on. Love you all. And I bid ye all a good night. Good night, good morning, good afternoon. Love all around the globe.